What's up, friend, and welcome back to another Tarkir Dragonstorm standard video. And today we are once again having a look at an incredibly spicy deck list from the US Regional Championships. And today we're having a look at Insidious Roots. I know you guys love this deck. I love it a lot too. And this deck did surprisingly well during the RC. So we're going to have a look at that deck list here, played by Ricky Lin to a 88th place here in the regional champs with a 10 wins, 4 losses, and 1 draw record, which is really impressive in the current standard environment. And the deck list looks quite different too. Now, I stumbled upon this deck list by checking out the Metagame Mentor from Frank Karsten, where basically Frank is just like us talking about spicy deck lists that are well positioned in the standard meta. And he brings up this like Insidious Roots deck list as a deck that has a 70% matchup against Is It Prowess based on like the games it had in the regional championships, with an 18-3 overall record of a 58.1% win rate. So you know how to give it a shot, and it is looking very spicy because this deck list is quite unusual. Now, a lot of Insidious Roots decks are pretty combo heavy. They all rely on this like 3-mana Tyvar that I'm going to pull up right here. Tyvar the Jubilant Brawler, 3 mana with that really sweet static effect, which says you may activate abilities of creatures you control as though those creatures had haste, which is really good in an Insidious Roots deck list because Insidious Roots makes plant tokens that can be tapped to add 1 mana of any color. So with a Tyvar in play, you can immediately add those, and that would usually result in turns where you could just literally play Solitaire for 10 minutes and flood the whole board with a ton of plant tokens, and sometimes even an infinite combo that involves Tyvar. Well, this list is different because there's no Tyvar in here, and this is more like a mid-range approach to Insidious Roots, which I thought was a surprising choice, but does end up working out pretty well, apparently. So a lot of these combo pieces are missing, and we have some like really sweet mid-range like cards in return there. Now, one of the new cards that we're working with from Tarkir is Karsi Revenant, 3 mana 3/3 vampire with flying, death touch, and lifelink. And it has a renew effect, so you can exile this card from your graveyard and put a flying counter, a death touch counter, and a lifelink counter on the target creature, activate only as sorcery. Now, the greatest thing about Karsi Revenant's renew effect is that you exile the creature out of the graveyard, meaning when you do that, you get yourself an Insidious Roots token, because the way you get the plant tokens is either you exile cards from creature cards from your graveyard, or you find a way to bring a creature card back from your graveyard to your hand or to the battlefield. So Karsi Revenant's renew effect would trigger Insidious Roots, and of course, it is a fantastic thing to be able to give lifelink, death touch, and flying to a big plant token from a ton of Insidious Roots triggers. So that is really something that can change the matchup, especially against Is That Prowess. Now, this deck definitely has a little bit of a transformative sideboard. Like, I think it is definitely correct to board out of Insidious Roots in game 2 and 3 against Prowess, because it's more like a slower card. Like, usually Prowess kills you a lot faster than you can set your Insidious Roots up. But game 1, you can still make something happen, and the Karsi Revenant can also be really good on something like a Scavenging Ooze. 2 mana 2/2, for green mana, you exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a creature card, put a 1/1 counter on the Ooze, and you gain 1 life. So the Ooze can grow really big and make a really good Karsi Revenant target. But also, you know, exiling those creatures out of the graveyard give you Insidious Roots triggers. There's still a lot of ways for us to mill ourselves, which is where the deck list is kind of different from your average mid-range deck. Like the Cash Grabs, the Dredger's Insight, and the Moltenders are all capable of milling still, and of course also the Overlord of the Bilmerk. So a lot of self-mill still, but we do want to have a high amount of creatures in the graveyard to be able to get those like exiles going for us. One of the spicier things too is if you end up milling a Harvest of Misery or a Disruptive Stormbrood, you can get those cards back with Overlord of the Bilmerk. The Stormbrood would basically be a way for you to get removal on the creature, right? Like the Omen effect, destroy target creature with power 3 or less. And Harvest of Misery has that discard effect where you can discard a card and target creature gets -2/-2 until the end of turn. So both of those cards are a little bit of spot removal in here, which is usually not something that's present within Insidious Roots. But in this deck list, like, it's really cool to be able to grab these cards back with Overlord of the Bilmerk if you end up milling them, or if you end up discarding Harvester, which is really cool. There's just Insight is also just a great way for us to like keep our life total high, which I think is part of why the deck list was so, you know, well positioned against Is That Prowess. Because Dredger's Insight, whenever a creature leaves the battlefield, a creature or artifact, you gain 1 life, which that adds up really quickly, especially if you have multiples in play. We're also seeing some mainboard Haywire Mites, which can deal with Quarry Steals. Agatha's Soul Cauldron also gives the activatability of the Haywire Mite potentially to your creatures, and no artifact or enchantment is going to be touching you anytime soon if you end up doing that. It was a very interesting approach to Insidious Roots. There's also a lot of value in his deck list with the Great Irration City, which is another new land from Tarkir. It enters tapped unless you control a forest or plains, which we do control quite a decent amount of forest. And for 2 mana and a tap, you can exile a creature card from your graveyard to create a 1/1 white spirit creature token, meaning you can tap the Great Irration City, exile a creature, get an Insidious Roots trigger, and get another like free token to go with that too. So really was surprised by the performance of this land as well. And Carsey Revenant, of course, too. And those are kind of like the new cards that we're working with, and the Disruptive Stormbrood. And then we have a really spicy Insidious Roots deck list that is capable of grinding people out thanks to Insidious Roots, but also has a really good plan B against these aggro decks with a ton of life gain and just big blockers in the way and decent interaction. And honestly, it ended up working out. I'll share my win rate with you guys now that I had tracked on Untapped.gg. Link in the description if you want to start tracking your own games as well. But as you can see, we had a 6-2 record all the way up to Mythic 135, and I was really proud of that. So let's get right into the gameplay so you can see how this Insidious Roots deck is performing. Also, let me know in the comments if you guys still want me to give the combo version of Insidious Roots a try, because I wanted to see if I could slot in like CDC or something like that and see if I can get like an infinite combo going with Tyvar in an Insidious Roots deck list. But that's obviously pretty different from this deck list. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you're interested in that. And with all that being said, let's now dive right into some Insidious Roots gameplay. But it's okay, let's do this. We have been back-to-back hit by Izzet Prowess. Hey, yo, this is Mobilize or Goblins? Not sure which one. Mobilize. I just need some blockers in play right now. I'm not goofing around. Even though they could swing at me and then sacrifice the headliner to get rid of the bloom, but okay. We'll see what they cook up. Oh, Fire of Stormbrood too. Wasn't this the deck we played? Or did the Boros Mobilize deck we saw, did play Evangelist, right? I believe so. We played a Mobilize list from a, I believe it was the Southeast Asia RC as well? Chandra Shokobo statue? You gotta be fucking kidding me. No way. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh my god. Oh my. Holy shit. How do I get one? Holy shit. Bro. That's crazy. I never thought I needed something more in my life, I'm afraid. Holy shit. The Chandra Shokobo? What does that even imply? We're getting like... Oh my god, that'd be great. Hyped up. Yikes. Chat, if I had some plans, maybe I could cook. If I had some plans, maybe I could cook. How do we get to this Harvester of Misery? A little bit of damage right there. I can technically go... No. No, I could. I could get rid of the voice. I guess we will be doing that. I guess you gotta go. I think I have to get rid of the Voice of Victory, chat. I think I have no choice. Could have just exiled a non-creature, but then I would have not gained 1 life, so I think I'm doing okay. We gotta get all the life we can get, I think. Alright. Yeah, it's getting out of hand a little bit. 1 Harvester of Misery, please! Mateo, thank you for the 12-year support. Appreciate you. 1 Harvester, please! Bruh. 9? Fuck. Saved? Here, yeah, time flies. Okay, doing it, doing it. They can buy Squee back, but I could block Squee and take 1. This damn Dredger's Insight MVP of the match already. Unbelievable. MVP, Dredger's Insight. Unreal. Okay, listen, let me play it safe and just set up the Carsey, right? No, I'm good. We're gonna hold here. We're gonna hold for a second, start gaining some more life. Okay, I'll try and see if I can set a plan up. Hold! Dredger's Insight is low-key so incredible. Really one of the bangers to come out of either drift. But then again, you know, not a whole lot of meta decks that end up playing it or whatever. But alright, I'm just focused on gaining life now. I don't want to randomly get beat. So we're gonna go roots. We're gonna go ooze. Yeah, we should be chilling here. This should be a win. The life gain's going crazy now. We gain 2 life per exiled creature. We get 2 plants out of it. That was fine. I did still have another creature, right? Yeah, I had a Moltendi and a Scavenging Ooze. Okay. Stabilized. But once again, I think that this matchup is once again too fast for Insidious Roots. Like every damn time, I feel. So I guess we're gonna board out of it again. We don't really have a choice. So the token step for 2 mana? No, 1 mana, but we have 2 roots in play, so you get 2 plants, right? No. It just goes for 1. Just goes for 1. Standard's too damn fast. Yeah, roots is more like grindy value, but every time we're playing against these dudes. From Golgari roots to Golgari rock. Yeah, seriously. Seriously. There we go. Okay, same old shit. Add Carsey, get rid of roots, add cut downs. I guess like Whip Cracker can kind of be nice. We just take out some stuff. I like this right now. Yeah, Whipcracker against Evangelist is kind of cute. I'm just thinking if I want to go for the throats as well. Not sure. This deck doesn't really play that much like an Insidious Roots deck. It's very mid-range coded for a root spile. Like, there's root decks that play Tyvar and stuff that go, like, very hard on the combo, which I love to play that. But this very much feels like, okay, we're basically just playing good Golgari cards. Oh, and by the way, we're also playing Insidious Roots. We happen to have good synergy there. Which, you know, I don't hate that, to be honest. I guess for roots, if you don't find roots, you die. Yeah. It makes sense to bring Insidious Roots. If you bring Insidious Roots to a tournament, it makes sense that you would want to play an Insidious Roots deck that doesn't go all in on it, for sure. Right, exactly, Fire. Like, that's the right way to describe it, for sure. Man, I'm trying to think, like... any way to turn Arabella into a, any way to turn Arabella into a non-creature? Any way? Do we have the technology? Yo, Zang, thank you for the 3. Let me just draw Oko. Oh, word. Yeah, I can do that. Hold on, let me rip him right off the top real quick. Honestly, it might just have to be a double block angle. I guess they said no. But... I'll still eat their creature, I guess. Yikes. No, don't kill me, Arabella! For real? Don't kill me! I'll do a different banger. Okay. Somebody made a 3D printed deck box that's a blitzball. No way. Oh shit, Delny? Does that mean I'm dead? Probably. Oh my fucking holy shit. Okay. Well, that's what you get when you can kill Arbella. Holy hell. Not that this would have helped at all, to be fair. We just had to find our removal, I think. Just didn't find it. I would like to try to get the Carsey. I think it would be nice. Ah, whatever. We'll draw gas. We'll draw gas. Don't worry. We will draw gas. It's easy. Kind of awkward, actually, to cast this thing. Because if I go here... I don't have double black, do I? I don't think I do. I mean, I could try to get myself in a position if I do Llanowar Waste. I do Llanowar Waste and I rip a Swamp with the top or something, or I guess Waste would Verge, Swamp with the top also does the thing. I'll just do this. The hell? Warren Guard? Anyways, I will save this for a Arabella. Green in 2025? Yeah. Oh. Don't do me like this. We're a 20 land deck. We literally have a 27% chance to hit a land right now. Like, we should stop hitting lands soon, I think. Should. This is from Among the Mill cards. Okay, great. So we can still hit something. That's great. That's great. Just hardcast Overlord. It seems to be decent. I will hit the voice though. Okay. I'm gonna use my mana. Deal with this 5/5. I guess. Yeah, Cash Grab does have rest in peace protection, kinda. This opponent is gonna set up one big turn. I know they are. It is what it is. I have to close it out. Get the Carsey! Get the Carsey! Okay. One Delny, I cry. Okay, it was fine, it's fine. We're good, we're good, we're good. Hey, one Delny, it's literally tears. That sounds right. I mean, I'll try it. I have like 4 dwarfs in my hand. It's fucking prowess again. Yo, we better win this. We better. Better clutch it, even though we lost coin flip again, but they seem to be a bit slower already. And there goes my elf. That would set me back like crazy. Arnar. Arnar. Not the bird bolted there. Not the bird bolted. Alright, chat. Which one digs deeper? 4 cards. 4 cards. I need a land here. Alright. Rip the cauldrons. It is what it is. We have ooze still. There go my elves. Damn. I think I don't hesitate here and I get rid of the Quarry Steel for sure. Yeah. As long as our life total is so good, which it is. Oh god. We could get that back with Overlord though to Haywire Might. Bro. All of a sudden 8 damage out of nowhere. Like, it's so deeply unserious. I'm just gonna have to put this out of like 2 power range right now. I don't want to get like randomly torched or anything. Or I have to, or yeah, like torched, I guess. I will probably still lose because both of these things are 2 power. Like I'll probably still lose my ooze, but gaining 2 life of that's pretty clutch. I mean, not blocking it for what it's worth anyway. Gotta grow my ooze. Stocking up. We need to hit lands. Carsey is pretty good here. But I think I'm just gotta like lock myself into gaining a ton of life right now, growing this ooze. Eventually we can do Overlord, bring back Haywire Might, remove a Cory. That'll be really good. I'm in a weird spot though, where like I do have to respect, like, you know, a rage coming down. Could be happening at some point. Yeah, Slick Shot's not cute. Trample on, it's low-key offensive. Yeah, right. So this is a rage then, huh? So rage makes anything go +4, so even on this we lose. Yikes. Okay. Fire it off, I guess. I can't stop it. It is what it is. Starting to believe that we might not have a good matchup against Insidious Roots. I'm starting to think we might have been lied to. We'll see though. Got a little sussy. Getting a little sussy. Scooz is trying. I'm waiting to see it, Ryan. I'm waiting to see the thrive. It's not looking good though for me. Like, I can get rid of Cory here with this, but it's like... My god, you know. Still doesn't deal with the Slick Shot somehow. Damn, there's like a Stormroot in there too, but that doesn't win me the game. Still lose. Haywire Might's kind of like my only way to live. No. Yeah. The only way I can see is like block something and, oh, of course, rips stock up. For sure drawing like a roll champ, huh? Unbelievable, chat. How do you feel that list compares to more traditional roots? I mean, I definitely do think that this list respects is at prowess a lot more, but I still don't think it's enough. Yo, Flash, thank you so much for the gifty. Appreciate you. I still don't think it respects it enough for whatever it's worth. But yeah. Actually, flood mod. Oh, okay, just an op. That's fine. I don't know, hopefully we can rally. We might win game 2, but game 3 is always going to be a little bit more tricky for sure. Hey, we ripped it. Sometimes lucky. Yeah, I'm drawing a card here. Okay. I can keep getting it back to now with the overlords. Now we're basically just playing Golgari mid-range, though. It's the weird thing. Like, we're no longer playing, a root stack. We're playing Golgari mid. Really. Ooh, actually tempting to bring the Storm Roots back, but we're just gonna go Haywire Might. For, obvious reasons. I make sure I tab my Llanowar Elf there in case my opponent goes like Burst Lightning or Llanowar Elves or something and tries to sequence it in a way that I don't have mana open to use the Might. Is there ever a world where we take the counters off the Overlord? Instead of drawing a card? Yeah, I kind of like it better. I'm gonna take that. Yeah, I kind of like it better. I kind of like it better. My hand's still looking juicy. Double slick shot incoming. Alright, we'll be ready. Let's go. We'll be ready. Dude, rallying. This is feeling pretty good right now, though, honestly. I mean, we also high-rolled the Haywire Might, which was really nice, of course. But we do have a lot of Haywire Mites in here and other ways to interact with that, so... You're gonna miss Glizzy. Yeah, it's a shame she got hated out so much by nowhere to run. You know? She got hated.
Save you once, then it's back to my cost. Thanks for the helping paw.
Alright, let's hit him with the double, go for the throat. Just playing it safe here. I mean, I could have technically let one live and tried to like go in for the kill, right? But... I don't think we're losing like this anyway. I mean, I'm playing it really safe. I think we could have Gone back on the way. Good lethal. But like I said, I don't think we lose here anyway.
I'll search another plane.
I get 27 life. There's no way, right? Surely. Surely. No, like, it should just be solidified for us anyways. I don't think I need more. Whip cracker. Nar. Okay, I definitely keep this. I think we get rid of Glissa. So, even though I like it as a blocker and stuff, it's gonna feel a little awkward, maybe. Oil counters from Arcfiend. Yeah, that's a great one. Atlanta were elves. Good whole harvester. It goes to the MVP. No, not really. Very easily dealt with too. I'll put her in play, but I don't think I would have gotten rid of a whipcracker or a harvester. Especially not on like the draw. She's not an MVP though, right? Like it's easily torched, hit by Flood Maul, could get flown over, you know. There's things. I don't think I would ever, you know, I had to choose either getting greedy and kicking in the land, which is definitely not something I want to do in a 20-land deck. I like Whipcracker versus Flyers and versus like the Monk tokens. So just had to make a choice. If I had like an extra land or whatever, I would have just kept Glycine, of course. It's gonna be Rage. Can't really stop that. I could grab something out of the grave, I guess. I need to find a way to deal with Corey. Thank God. Dealing with it. Beautiful top deck for sure. Not hesitating. Rid of that. Ours are looking interesting right now. That's something we want to use for its discard effect in this game, rather than getting it in play. Yeah, Rel could be a problem. Rel could be a problem. I mean, I could just, like, I don't want to. I have like 4 power towards it here if I cycle my harvester. I mean, if I cycle, then I could get it back to get more removal, but it's also tempting to grab like something like Ooze and make a good blocker. So I don't hate the idea of this though. I think I'm gonna lead off with Harvester, and then I can still get it back with Cash Grab. I'm gonna fire it off now. I don't want to get like spell pierced or whatever. Ooh. Actually, it can get it back. Cash grab is exclusive to it. The thingies. What card am I thinking of? I always confuse it with it's the damn Duskmoor card. It grabs out of all your grave. Anyway, it's fine. Probably gonna get Overlord. Yeah, say its name grabs out of your whole graveyard, yet somehow people want to play cash grab over say its name. I don't know. I'm a say its name believer. Not that it changes anything, I would still played it this way. I think I'm just gonna grab the Overlord, probably. Brings back everything anyway. Well, it mills one more, but say its name grabs your whole graveyard, though. Right? Which I do like, selfishly. This upticks by... Okay.
I'll just invent a solution.
Ooh. Nah, true. Ultimately, Overlord does get back the Harvester. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting Ral to be doing all that. I could be caught slipping here, but we'll see. I don't wanna... I'm just gonna commit to it. I could grab Stormbrood or Harvester. Grab Stormbrood, I guess. Also deals with this potentially. I'll hold back for now in case Bird. The Roots, they're boarded out. That card's too slow for this matchup. Even though this matchup is going long right now. It's not the vibe. I think after sideboarding against Prowess, you want to be Golgari mid-range against them. We do have like a lot of tools to like defeat them after sideboarding though, I will say. I was skeptical at first, but we do have like a lot of tools available. I mean, I'm giving the car seat to the... There we go. He's grabbing back Haywire Might here. So there's two things we can do. I think with the mana we have available, I think we just want to remove the Storm Chaser now before they get anything back. You know, obviously, like, you could technically block one of the Otters and then sack it, and then you don't have to take damage from it, but I'm on 26 life, so I think I'm fine to take a bit of a risk here. And just, like... I mean, I still have a cut down backup anyways, worst case scenario. Scorching Shot's good. Rip. I'll take that. Yeah, I don't think so. Also, like, Stormboot is literally revealed. So, like, if this wasn't revealed, I would maybe hold it. But it's literally... It's literally a revealed card. So, like, why on earth would they spend their mana doing nothing? Makes no sense, right? It's kind of silly. The card was hidden, maybe. Maybe. But it's not. It's revealed. It was like mad flooded, I guess. It allows us to get a 1/1 spirit if we exile a creature from our graveyard, which is not bad, honestly. No Corey, who this? I don't think you would equip if you have another thing here. Try and see if I can just get rid of it. Even though I could have gone over the other two, but yeah. Either way. I'm holding that, and I'm gonna exile some things. They're pretty flooded, though. They are. It helps. But to be fair, like, I really think we have... Even though, yes, we are flooded, like... Or they are flooded like crazy, I do still feel like we have good, like, really good answers after sideboarding. Like, you can tell that this list was designed to respect prowess, you know? Play my land out, too. Why not? Match their freak. But yeah, you can tell that it's designed to not lose. Okay. We'll take it. We keep... You'll miss Glissa. Yeah, it's a shame that her dominant legacy ended with a nowhere to run. It's a bit of a shame. This queen, you know? Sure. Well, no Glissy allowed. I guess we can just go Overlord. Guess who's back? This diva. Everybody's afraid of Glissa. Yeah, what happened? Why is everybody scared of Glissa all of a sudden? Like, I must have missed a memo. I mean, I guess, in a way, the Pixie players have been kind of hated out by Corey Steele, so... I don't know. Whatever, copium, I guess, we have to work with here. Sure. Raktal's Duress and Intimidation Tactics. Is this like the Raktal's Demon deck or Raktal's mid-range Demon deck we played the other day, maybe? Because the def doesn't feel like Reanimator. Def doesn't feel like Reanimator. Get me an Overlord, do what you want. Damn, it didn't. She's dead. Like, she's dead. She's gone. Yeah, there she goes. Rip Diva. Alright, well... I mean, the thing is, if we were to swing with Glissa, we could have gotten the time counters of our Overlord and we would have chilled. Also, now I guess we can see why they're so, like, dead set on getting rid of Glissa. The playing Arcfiend. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Destroy creature with power 3 or less. Okay, so even if we did this and did this, we still couldn't get rid of it. Slay. Yeah, right. It makes sense why they were so mad at Glissa. They were real mad. And I get it, you know, they were justified. Okay, I guess I'm gonna make some plans soon. I think our greatest, like, potential plan here is to, like, race the Arcfiend. Gain some life. We gain 1 life every time we, Yeah, we'll try. We will try. I'm obviously not against holding up mana, but I would like to make some plans, I think. I wish this was instant speed, but it would be pretty good if it was, wasn't it? We just have to do better. We just have to do better. The Harvester of Misery. Oh, that's so silly. That's so silly. Anyways. Well... I mean, technically speaking, I could go Harvester, Stormroot, but I mean, that would be quite bad. That would be quite bad. Unless I really think that I'm losing to the Arcfiend. That's just, you have to really, like, think ahead right now if that's the thing we're losing to, or if we can beat it. I don't know. I think I can beat it. Screw it. I think I can beat it, chat. We'll see. Calm down, timer. Calm down. I'm accepting their challenge. Two counters, 2 oil counters. You know, yeah, they can get life gain on this. It would kind of suck, but also... Eventually, I think you're gonna have to remove your own Arcfiend. I'm trying to get them there. I'm trying to get them there. I think they realized. I think they realized there's no way we're gonna lose to an Arcfiend. Yeah, they got him. This is why Arcfiend is so fucking sus in this meta. Every time I play with an Arcfiend deck, just something about it is like... very suspicious. Yeah. High risk, high reward, I guess. So what the hell are we playing against? I think this is Rectal's Demons. I think they splash red for FOMO and Tursa, if that's the deck list I'm thinking of, because it lines up with everything they've played so far. It was a deck that did good in one of the, like, RCs. I'm not sure which one. It wasn't the US. It do be demons, though. I like the Carsees as flying blockers. This is definitely a Roots matchup. Woo, we made it! We finally found a Roots matchup. Big moment for us. I think this is also a Liliana matchup. I think this is a Vivian matchup. I could see Hostile Investigator in here, but that feels more like... Well, they'll probably have a lot of discard effects too, but I don't think we want to... I think we definitely want to, like, commit further to the Roots. I mean, we have 2 Mites and a Bloom right now to deal with Annex and Vivian. You're not even 100% sure what matchup you want Arcfiend in the current meta. I think only against red aggro, I think. Harvester feeling a little sussy. Whipcracker taking out a demon token? I want to believe. Chat, I mean, honestly, how the fuck do I take 6 cards out right now? I'm tweaking. Ah. Okay, I can only just thin the deck out. I'm not sure. I'm folding. Crazy, a 6/6 for 4 is good enough. Arcfiend is just a very well-designed card. Like, at the end of the day, it really is. It's probably the best way you could make a 4-mana 6/6 flyer work, right? It's dope. It's a really cool design. And obviously with, like, Arcfiend also being a built-in, like, way to win the game with, you know, if something dies 2 damage or whatever. They're gonna take Glitz out again. They probably won't. If I was them, should have been bored. Oh my god, no way. I was gonna say, like, I think they should have definitely boarded out of Arcfiends, but maybe they didn't. They believe in the dream of getting the... Nice. Getting the big wipe with an Arcfiend in play or something. It's kind of a banger to bring Stormbrood back, though. To be fair, I don't even know if I need to board in more enchantment hate, because the Stormbroods also deal with the annexes. I'll just go Lily. Well, if I set up Cauldron, that would be ideal, of course. And then I could exile the Slasher. But I think... if I get greedy here... Shit. I think if I get greedy here, I could lose, right? Because they could bloodletter me. I'm just gonna have to Liliana. No, I know. I know, they could kill me. I do be familiar with the the bloodletter 1-turn kill. Damn, Cauldron is gonna eat good here. Oh, we got a Shelly, a... hold full control. Do I want to get rid of... I mean, I don't have to hold full control, I guess. Just gotta figure out whether or not I want to hit that now. Probably. I mean, not that they ever want to put that onto the Slasher, but... we need Alex Consani on the soundboard. We do, we do. Alright. Hold on. I am in full control. 42, thank you so much for the prime. I am in full control. Ready to exile one of these. Perfect. Let's get rid of it too. We'll get that next. Is Soul Cauldron the better ghost vacuum? You know... Ooh. I stole my Lily. know, the interesting thing there is that a lot of mouse players don't understand that I should be playing Soul Cauldron instead of Ghost Vacuum in the side. That's a true take of mine. A lot of them don't get it. It's true. It's true. Also, GG easy. That was a great game. Easy win, easy win. Maybe a little bit of Insidious Roots gaming too, as a treat. Okay. I don't see an Insidious Roots yet, but... A flopped Duress. Man, I wish I could have played Glissa there. It would have been cool, but you're not a Llanowar Elves. Now you kind of are, but you're not really. I think Moltender is also just a card that's so, like, well designed. So clever. I'm gonna set up Glissa. She's def getting removed. She's not living, I think. Well, maybe not, actually. Could be wrong. We let our elves at home. Yeah. Could turn everything into a Moltender now. Isn't that nice? With this right here. No way I'm getting this Overlord. No way. Glissa? The greatest thing that I'm learning about this deck list as we keep playing is that, like, damn, Glissa is actually back. Glissa has officially escaped the Kia Asylum. She's out. She's free. Why is she doing so great? She's saved. Good for her. Good for her. What am I looking for here? I could keep milling, but not a whole lot of value in doing that if officially out of nowhere to run range. There you go. That's pretty important. Okay. We'll grab a Harvester, a little bit of a Colmetric, I guess. Actually, I can remove Shouldered, right? I can remove Shouldered. Oh, it's a Roots! Upland! I have the tools, but do I use them? I think yes. It feels so weird to do it, but Shelly's good, right? Like, all right. Well, we 2-for-1 ourselves, but I think it's worth against Shouldered. She's like $100 for a reason. Opponent agrees. Opponent agrees. Let's go in with the Go for the Throats. This is just mono black demons, I would imagine. An Insidious Roots matchup. We love to see it. Definitely want Vivian. We want the Lilianas. I like Carsey against him a lot. I have a lot of flyers. I like this still, I think. Do I? What does it hit? Preacher, Bat. As far as this album is banging. I'd love to see it. I think I'm down with sticking with just the Haywire Mites. We can board a little bit cleaner here. Don't need that. I mean, you could do this against like the demon from the annex, right? Which is kind of cute. There's also reasons to play this. This as like a mid-rangey card and stuff, but I think we should just have a good matchup here, so I don't want to go too crazy. Stormroot ETB can still deal with an annex, which is nice. I like the walkers. It might just be something as like a... I mean, they will have ghost vacuums, right? Most likely. But this still deals with everything. This looks nice. We're currently having a mini listening party of the new Pink Panthers album. Okay. I feel like I just get rid of the Revenant here. Or Moltender, like shut down my turn 1 play. Yeah, that's fine too, I think. Ooh, we got some roots. I don't think I want to play this out and give them the opportunity to cut it down before they play their annex out, right? We'll hit him with the roots. No way, this is like enchantment hate, right? They could have it. Lily. Okay, let's see. Damn. If I grab a Llanowar Elf, I get a Roots trigger, but also I definitely need to hit my land, so... I'm afraid we just have to do it like this. Feels bad, though. Was tempting to go for the plant, for sure. But I think this is the more responsible thing to do.
I'm tired of your secrets.
That feels like it. Insight. Ooh, there's another roots in there. Dang. No, I guess I'll like propose to trade if they'd like to, but there's no way ever. Either way, I'll hold this instant speed. Why do they keep Arcfiend in? Okay, sure. No, that's fine. That might be a win angle for us right now. Win angle found. I mean, it's whatever, really, because it gets discarded anyway. All I care about is that I get a plant.
Drop it.
We do need to keep her in check, though. But we should be able to do... This is black mana needed. I can tap that for it. Let me see, I'm trying to cook. Oh, this thing is actually insane in Roots, though. And now, like, I see the vision. The city is actually crazy. That's actually crazy. That's a roots trigger. Yo. Wait. That's pretty sick. That's actually pretty sick. Well, hold on. I could just sacrifice this. I might want to pretend I block this thing. Well, do I care? No, I don't care. Go do your worst, I guess. Do your worst. So we'll just get rid of the Llanowar Elves. We get ourselves a 1/1 and we get a Roots trigger. Sheesh. That's great. Instant speed root trigger. And this thing also taps for mana. That's dope. 2 Arc Fiends? What the hell? Right. Yeah, well, we raised that easy, though. Easy. We raised that so easy. Try me. They know. They're gonna block this. Right. We're getting too much life for them. Is this not the second time somebody kept Arc Fiending against us when we have so much life gain? It's pretty funny. Alright, don't mind if I do, I guess. Any of these. Perfect. Nice Arc Fiends. Would be a shame if somebody went up to 29 life. And counting. Carsey Revenant going crazy. Holy shit. Yeah, nice and Holy Annex. Would be a shame if somebody hit it with a Haywire Might. They should have made a 6/6 there. Like, what? Did you miss the Haywire Might? Like, we're just unbothered in our lane, flourishing, making plans, like out-healing Arc Fiends, not giving a shit. Thriving, if you will. Like, nice. You still feel comfortable attacking? These Carsies are insane. Yeah, keep it going. I mean, I need a board wipe here. If they hit a board wipe, they actually win. I'm laughing, but I might not keep... Okay, no, it's fine. Hey, another one. Ooh, this looks great. Always a fantastic moment when you see the roots in a hand. This is another mono black player. Oop. It is. Chat, are we farming them? Are we farming them? Like, I was part of the mono black enjoyers, and now I am the one to destroy them. What's happening to me? I would like a Haywire Might. Can you do it? Nope, you can't. Right, it's fine then. We'll set up these dorks. Black Overlord, my beloved. Real. So real. Haywire Might, come here. I guess I'm just gonna lock myself into getting as many roots triggers as I can, but I'm milling a lot of lands and not a lot of creatures. So that doesn't help. Outside of Carsey, maybe. I'll mill with the tendies. Anyways, banger. We're back to the start, but I do love the song. I will block you, Preacher. Don't try it. I will block you. As a matchup for into prowess, allegedly good. Allegedly good. I got this from a Frank Carson article on like magic.gg that put it as one of the brews, the spicy brews that had a good matchup versus prowess. I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. And I think it does. I think after sideboarding, you do have a good matchup. Yup. That's more like it. Let's get rid of that damn annex. I'm really not even sure what I'm going to do with all this mana, but it's fine. I'll find something for it. I can exile Haywire, I might get another Roots trigger, but ideally I exile like anything else. Ooh, they're getting Carsey with it. No. I guess I could get rid of one now. Well, I can actually attack with this 3/4. It's a bit silly, but I can swing with it. Because I could get it to 4 power. I have to jump through some hoops to do that, but I can do it. Okay. Ooh, they were intimidated by our value. Even though we weren't really popping off, we were close to it. They were intimidated by our value. Love to see it. Let's see. Carsey, Vivian, Carsey, Lilies, Haywire Might, 2 go for the throats. I think that's, and then sideboard, Moltendies. 1 Cauldron, 1 Moltendies. Actually, maybe 1 Llanowar Elves instead, actually. Bloom. Like this, the Stormbrute still hits like a good amount of stuff, which I like. Ooh, I like that too. Nice. All right. We're doing something. The Roots gods are very like happy with us. We're drawing great. We really are. We'll play it out. You want to get rid of it? Then I'll bring it back out with the Overlord. Not the bat. Alright. I can get rid of that though. Sure, I will just pass then. Feels a little sussy. What are you waiting for? Whatever it is, I will always want my Overlord back, so I'm just gonna bring it back out. My Overlord. Even though they might have another bat here, sure. But I would have resulted in the same stuff anyway. Oh shit, Luku's back. Can't stop the Overlords, even though they're trying. Yippee! Show me the money. Money shown. Oof. What do I go after? I obviously really like Liliana, but it's not guaranteed getting my Overlord back. So I'm just gonna go Stormbrood because this Overlord can get Lily back anyways. So it works out. At the end of the day, it works out. Sure. All roads get Lily back. Wait, what? Last card Annex? Oh. I mean, surely I could just grab Liliana here, right? Then again, Vivian, also really good. But I don't have the mana for that yet. I'm grabbing it. Next FF10? I don't know. I don't really have like scheduled days for the FF streams. Should probably do that though. Shit. Oh, eat the bats. I made a really cool, like, Ortsoff United Battlefront list that I call my, my skeleton deck. That one's pretty cool. I'm not sure what green would... I guess green could give you Insidious Roots. Can you make an Insidious Roots United Battlefront deck? You maybe could. You maybe could. Alright, we're raising this ooze again, or this Drulse again. They never learn. The card, they actually lose to it. They're like, well... Right. 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 They figured it out.